Hello, my dear students. Hope you all are doing well. I'm your science teacher Diksha, and we were on our lesson number 11, Chemical Effects of Electric Current. So, my dear students, we have already completed this one, and now here we are to discuss some of the practice questions. Okay, so let's get started, students. We are going to take up questions one by one with their solutions. But while we are doing it, we will discuss it completely without seeing the answer. We will try to understand what the answer will be. Okay, so you also make your guesses, and that's how we'll understand whether you have understood the lesson or not. Okay, so let's begin, students. So our first one is fill in the blanks, right? Most liquids that conduct electricity are solutions of. So we understood in this lesson, students, that most solutions are actually acidic solutions, basic solutions, or they are salt solutions. And if you make solutions of these substances, then you will see that most of these solutions will conduct electricity. So the solutions of acids, bases, and salts. That will be your answer. Got it? Let's see our next one. The passage of an electric current through a solution causes dash effects. What effects we are studying, students, in this particular lesson? The chemical effects. Clear? Let's move on. If you pass current through copper sulfate solution, now this is a salt solution, copper gets deposited on the plate connected to the dash terminal of the battery. Very important question, students. I know, students, we have understood this, that from the copper sulfate solution, there are two particles which have dissociated. One is copper ion and another is sulfate ion. So copper and sulfate particles are dissociated. Now, when it is connected to a battery and electricity is passed, then copper, being a positive particle, okay, I told you copper is a positive particle, and I also told you that opposite things attract. Okay, so positive will get attracted to the negative. So copper being a positive ion, or you can say positive particle, it will, get attracted towards the electrode which is connected to the negative terminal. Okay, so positive will get attracted towards the negative terminal. Clear? The process of depositing a layer of any desired metal over another material by means of electricity. What is that process known as? Electroplating. ये हमने पढ़ा था, students. We had studied it in detail, electroplating. Remember? All right. Let's move on to our next one. When the free ends of a tester are dipped into a solution, the magnetic needle shows deflection. Can you explain the reason? So the reason is pretty simple, students, because the magnetic needle contains a magnet inside it. So that needle is what? It is magnetic. And we know that from our knowledge of magnetic effect of electric current, that whenever there is a current passing and if there is a magnetic needle nearby, then it will show deflection. Why? Because a current carrying wire also behaves as a magnet. So when two magnets are in vicinity, they are placed next to each other, then they will show some effect, maybe repulsion, maybe attraction. Okay, so that's why there is a deflection in the needle. So how will you answer this one? The deflection in the magnetic needle shows that the circuit is complete and the solution conducts electricity. So if there is no electricity, then there will be no deflection. Electricity जा रही है किसी वायर में से, students, तभी वो एक मैग्नेट की तरह बिहेव करती है और मैग्नेटिक इफेक्ट शो करती है, right? Let's see our third question now. Name 3 liquids which, when tested in the manner shown in this figure, may cause the magnetic needle to deflect. Okay, the magnetic needle कब deflect होगी? When this solution conducts electricity. तो हमें पता है, students, acidic, basic and salt solutions, they conduct electricity. तो आप यहाँ पे कोई भी 3 solution का name लिख सकते हैं, students. So you can write vinegar, or you can write lemon juice, you can write tap water, you can write orange juice. Okay, तो जितने भी solutions जो acid है, basic solutions भी आप लिख सकते हैं यहाँ पे. All those solution, caustic soda solution लिख सकते हैं आप यहाँ पे, NaOH का यानी sodium hydroxide का जो solution है, that also conducts electricity. Got it? Let's move on now. The bulb does not glow in the setup shown in this figure. List the possible reason. Explain your answer. So if this bulb is not glowing, then there can be several reasons, and those reasons we have understood in this lesson. Number one being this, that this bulb might be fused. ठीक है, bulb में कोई problem हो सकती है, वो fuse हो सकता है. Connections can be loose, यहाँ पे connections loose हो सकते हैं. Then the cells may be used up. Okay? सेल्स जब आप बैटरीज ले रहे हैं, जो सेल्स ले रहे हैं वो यूज अप हो गई है, मतलब कि वो खराब हो गई. सो यू हैव टू रिप्लेस इट विथ अ न्यू वन. एंड it can be a possibility that whatever liquid you have taken for the testing, that can be a poor conductor of electricity. Got it? So these can be the possible reasons why that bulb is not glowing. Okay, let's see our next question. A tester is used to check the conduction of electricity through two liquids A and B. Okay. It is found that the bulb of the tester glows brightly for liquid A, but it glows very dimly for liquid B. What would you conclude? Okay, what will be your conclusion? Liquid A is a better conductor than liquid B, or liquid B is a better conductor than liquid A. Both liquids are equally conducting. Conducting properties of liquids cannot be compared in this manner. No, they can be compared. So this last one is not an answer. Now, we have to compare the conduction of liquid A and B. Whenever the bulb glows brightly, so that means more number of ions have been produced in liquid A. Okay? मतलब जब इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पास हो रही है स्टूडेंट्स, तो लिक्विड ए ज्यादा कंडक्ट कर पा रहा है, इसीलिए उस कनेक्शन में जो बल्ब है वो ब्राइटली ग्लो कर पा रहा है. लिक्विड बी में बल्ब डिमली ग्लो करता है क्योंकि लिक्विड बी इतना अच्छा कंडक्टर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का नहीं है. सो आवर आंसर इज option number A, that liquid A is a better conductor than liquid B. Got it? Okay, let's see the next one. Does pure water conduct electricity? If not, what can we do to make it conducting? So we know that pure water doesn't conduct electricity because it lacks particles. आपके पास pure water में कुछ ऐसे particles होने चाहिए जो conduct कर सके. So if there are no particles, we can add some particles. So we can add salt in that pure water to make it conducting. We can also squeeze lemon juice to make it conducting. तो acid हम ऐड कर सकते हैं प्योर वाटर में, बेस हम ऐड कर सकते हैं, या सॉल्ट हम ऐड कर सकते हैं. सो ऑल दीज थ्री वेज मेक द प्योर वाटर मोर कंडक्टिंग और कंडक्टिंग. ओके, लेट्स सी द सेवेंथ वन नाउ. इन केस ऑफ अ फायर, बिफोर द फायरमैन यूज द वाटर होसेस, they shut off the main electrical supply for that area. Explain why we do this, because we know that the water which they are pouring on that fire is not pure water. Okay, so pure water नहीं, इसका मतलब वो tap water है, and we know that tap water is a good conductor of electricity. And if you are pouring that water and if there is electrical supply going on, then what can happen? An electric shock can occur, and that electric shock can cause the death of those firemen, you can say. So that's why, to protect them from any danger, they shut off the supply of the electricity. Okay, so the water used in the water hoses is not pure water. It is a good conductor of electricity. So the fireman shut off the electric supply before spraying water so that they can save themselves and other people from any electric shock or electrocution. Okay, clear, students? Now, let's move on to our next one. A child staying in a coastal region tests the drinking water and also the sea water with the tester. He finds that the compass needle deflects more in case of sea water. Again, the same reason to it, students, because sea water contains a lot of salt, and salty water is a good conductor of electricity. That is something we have already learned in the chapter. So, sea water contains a huge amount of salts, and in comparison to the drinking water, okay, तो सी वाटर और ड्रिंकिंग वाटर या टैप वाटर को अगर आप कंपेयर करें स्टूडेंट्स, तो टैप वाटर में कम सॉल्ट्स होते हैं और सी वाटर में ज्यादा सॉल्ट्स होते हैं. सो ऑब्वियसली सी वाटर में जो डिफ्लेक्शन शो होगा कंपास में, दैट विल बी more because it is more conducting. Okay, it is a better conductor of electricity, and that's why it produces a stronger magnetic field in the wire. तो current carrying wire becomes a magnet. तो अगर वो जितना conduct कर पा रही है, अगर solution ज्यादा conduct कर पा रहा है electricity, मतलब वो अच्छा एक magnet भी बन गया है, ठीक है? तो that's why students, the compass needle also shows a big deflection when it is, when the tester is testing the sea water. Clear, students? Right? Okay. Let's see the next one. Is it safe for the electrician to carry out electrical repairs outdoors during heavy downpour? Explain. So, students, whenever there is, it is highly dangerous. Whenever there is a downpour, students, heavy downpour. So, downpour क्या होता है, students? Rainwater. And rainwater again has some salts. Okay. तो उस time जब rain हो रही, बहुत heavy rainfall हो रही है, then it is advised not to touch any electrical appliance, any sort of electrical repairs is not advised. Okay, so advisable नहीं है, इसलिए electrical repairs outdoors during heavy downpour is highly dangerous. Okay, it can cause again electric shock, as we know that water is a good conductor of electricity. So rainwater also has. So apart from pure water, students, जो हमने पढ़ा था लेसन में, distilled water के अलावा जितने भी water और sources से आ रहे हैं, they all contain small or large amount of salts. Okay, so sea water, ocean water में ज़्यादा आपको salts मिलेंगे, tap water में थोड़ा कम, but still it has salt. Rain water में भी कम salts है, but it has some amount of salts. It's not distilled water, right? Okay, let's see the next one now. Paheli had heard that rainwater is as good as distilled water. So she collected some rainwater in a clean glass tumbler and tested it using a tester. To her surprise, she found that the compass needle shows deflection. Okay, what could be the reason? So what is the reason, students? Rainwater is pure water which is an insulator, but it gets mixed with the air pollutants. So rainwater, students, as I told you, it is not exactly the same as distilled water. Distilled water is completely devoid of salts. बिल्कुल salts नहीं होते, zero. But rainwater, जब cloud से rain water आता है, it's very clean, it's not having any salts, but as it is coming nearer to our atmosphere, जैसे वो atmosphere के pollutants air pollutants से mix होता है, तो क्या होता है उसके अंदर कुछ salts या कुछ acids जरूर mix हो जाते हैं, ठीक है? सो एयर पोल्यूटेंट्स कौन से, स्टूडेंट? सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड, नाइट्रोजन ऑक्साइड. तो ये पानी के साथ मिलकर सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड और निट्रिक एसिड जैसे एसिड्स बना देती है. सो वाटर इज मिक्स विथ a little small amount of these acids, and we know that acidic solutions are good conductor of electricity. Okay, so that's why the rainwater also shows deflection in the compass. It becomes a good conductor, right? Okay, now let's have a look at this one. The process that you saw in activity 11.7 is used for purification of copper. तो students, हमने देखा था कि जब इलेक्ट्रोप्लेटिंग का हमने एक्सप्लेन किया था द एक्टिविटी, उसमें ही हमने क्या देखा था कि कॉपर के प्योरिफिकेशन के लिए भी ये टेक्निक यूज होती है. अ थिन प्लेट ऑफ प्योर कॉपर एंड अ थिक रॉड ऑफ इम्प्योर कॉपर आर यूज्ड एज इलेक्ट्रोड्स. ठीक है, एक इलेक्ट्रोड मैंने बताया था थिक कॉपर एंड इम्प्योर वाला, ठीक है, इम्प्योर थिक कॉपर, और एक हमने प्योर थिन कॉपर प्लेट ली थी. ठीक है, copper from the impure rod is sought to be transferred to the thin copper plate. Okay, impure से pure वाले electrode की तरफ copper जाता है, यही हमने सीखा था. Which electrode should be attached to the positive terminal of the battery and why? तो students, यहाँ पे सबसे पहले देखना है, एक electrode है thick, okay, thick impure copper का, और एक electrode है thin copper का. Okay, this is pure thin copper plate, and this is impure thick copper plate. Okay, clear? तो अब क्या हो रहा है स्टूडेंट्स, यहां से कॉपर ट्रांसफर हो रहा है इधर. ओके, what is happening? From the impure rod, the copper is getting transferred to the pure rod. Okay, तो कॉपर का एक जगह से दूसरी जगह ट्रांसफर कब पॉसिबल है? When this copper is getting attracted to the नेगेटिव टर्मिनल. कॉपर इज अ पॉजिटिव पार्टिकल, ये आपको ध्यान में रखना है स्टूडेंट्स. बिकॉज इट इज अ पॉजिटिव पार्टिकल इट विल गेट अट्रैक्टेड टू द नेगेटिव टर्मिनल और नेगेटिव इलेक्ट्रोड. तो इसका मतलब ये स्टूडेंट्स कि प्योर कॉपर जो हमने लिया है थिन प्लेट, उसे हमें करना है नेगेटिव टर्मिनल से कनेक्ट, और इस इम्प्योर कॉपर को करना है हमें पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल से कनेक्ट. इज दैट क्लियर स्टूडेंट्स? तो यही ध्यान में रखना है आपको. द थिक रॉड ऑफ इम्प्योर कॉपर प्लेट इज टू बी अटैच टू द पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल ऑफ द बैटरी. यही समझ में आ रहा है कैसे हमने ध्यान किया? बिकॉज electric current is passed through the copper sulfate solution. It gets dissociated into copper and sulfate. ये हमने सीखा था. अब वो कॉपर क्या होता है स्टूडेंट्स? नेगेटिव टर्मिनल की तरफ जाता है. द फ्री कॉपर बीइंग positively charged get drawn to the negative terminal of the battery and gets deposited on it. तो अब सोल्यूशन में से जो पॉजिटिव कॉपर है वो नेगेटिव टर्मिनल पे चला जाता है. उस लॉस को कवर करने के लिए जो पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल, जो थिक कॉपर प्लेट हमने ली जो इम्प्योर है, उसमें से कॉपर सोल्यूशन के अंदर चला जाता है. ठीक है. सो दिस गेट्स डिपॉजिटेड ऑन इट ऑन द नेगेटिव टर्मिनल. ऑन द अदर हैंड लॉस ऑफ कॉपर फ्रॉम द सोल्यूशन, यही हमने समझा है, इज रीगेन्ड. कैसे वो लॉस को पूरा करते हैं? थिक कॉपर प्लेट जो इम्प्योर रॉड है उसमें से सिर्फ कॉपर, ओनली कॉपर, नॉट द इम्प्योरिटीज, ओनली कॉपर, इट कम्स इनसाइड द सोल्यूशन. सो the impure copper rod which is attached to the positive terminal of the battery, from that the copper again moves down into the solution. Clear students? All right my dear students, here we come to the end of discussion of these question answers of this lesson 11 of class 8. So hopefully students now you understand how to answer them, कैसे उसको आंसर करना है, और कैसे आपको पहले एक आंसर से पहले सबसे पहले आपको ये अंडरस्टैंडिंग होनी चाहिए कि कैसे आपको उस आंसर तक पहुंचना है. ओके, सो प्लीज अप्लाई योर ब्रेन्स इन दिस वे, हाउ टू गो अबाउट दैट आंसर. राइटिंग ऑफ आंसर इज द लास्ट स्टेप, बट यू हैव टू रीच टू दैट आंसर. पहले आपको वो समझने की जरूरत है, एंड यू विल बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड ओनली व्हेन यू हैव रिवाइज द चैप्टर थॉरली. अगर आपने रिविजन नहीं किया है तो ये सब का कोई मतलब नहीं है. ठीक है. सो प्लीज कीप ऑन रिवाइजिंग योर चैप्टर्स, वट एवर चैप्टर्स वी हैव डिस्कस. होपफुली आई एम एबल टू एक्सप्लेन इट टू यू इन अ वेरी वेरी easy language, so आपको अच्छे से समझ आ रहा है. I'll meet you in the next one. Till then keep learning, keep practicing students, and keep revising and keep learning science. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.